The mind is like a parachute. It only works if it's open. Albert Einstein. This quote, attributed to the renowned physicist Albert Einstein, reflects his belief in the importance of open-mindedness for learning and innovation. It was a philosophy that guided many of his groundbreaking discoveries. The lesson here is clear. A closed mind blocks opportunities, while an open one allows you to explore new ideas and perspectives. A perfect example of this is the story of Steve Jobs, who drew inspiration from disciplines as diverse as calligraphy to design revolutionary products at Apple. His open-mindedness transformed not only a company, but the way we interact with technology. Remember, keeping your mind open is the first step to changing the world around you. Today, think of an idea you dismissed too quickly. What if you explored it again? If this message inspired you, subscribe to receive more reflections like this. The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have. Vince Lombardi. Vince Lombardi, legendary American football coach, shared this insight to teach that character and greatness don't depend on resources, but on attitude and effort. The main lesson is that even with limited resources, we can achieve extraordinary things if we put our heart and dedication into it. An example is the story of Nick Vujicic, a man born without limbs who, despite his challenges, became an international motivational speaker. He has inspired millions, showing that limitations are merely excuses. Remember, what matters is not what you lack, but what you do with what you have. Today, think of a resource or skill you've underestimated. How could you make the most of it? If this reflection inspired you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. This quote was spoken by Churchill during historic challenges, like World War II, when he encouraged people not to give up in the face of adversity. The takeaway is clear. Neither success nor failure is permanent, but resilience and the courage to keep going are essential. An example is the story of Oprah Winfrey, who faced poverty, abuse, and career rejections before becoming one of the most influential figures in the world. Her perseverance allowed her to overcome every obstacle. Remember, every step you take, even after failure, is progress toward your goals. Today, identify an area in your life where you need more courage to move forward. Take that first step. If this story motivated you, give it a like and keep pushing ahead. Knowledge speaks, but wisdom listens. Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix, a rock icon, shared this quote as a reminder that true wisdom is not found in speaking, but in listening and learning from others. The lesson is that while knowledge may impress, wisdom connects and builds relationships. An example is the story of Mahatma Gandhi, who deeply listened to the needs of his people and led a movement for independence through peace and empathy. Remember, true leadership begins when you learn to listen more than you speak. Today, try listening intently to someone close to you. You'll discover that the act of listening can transform your relationships. If this idea resonated with you, subscribe for more deep reflections.